for nursing theory. It's me and Logan in this group. And there's Betty Neuman on the screen right there. Who is Betty Neuman? Betty Neuman was born in Lowell, Ohio in 1924. She went on to earn her diploma as an RN in 1947, and then she worked for a nurse for a little bit. And then she decided to get a bachelor's degree in 1957 and a master's in the science of mental health and a PhD in clinical psychology. After she was done with her education, there was a couple schools that decided to give her an honorary doctoral degree. Why ain't it going? There we go. And where did she develop her, or how did she develop her theory? She was working as a teacher in the University of UCLA in 1972 when she came up with her original idea for the theory. What happened was she started a community health program for graduate students in Los Angeles, and it was the first one of its time, and the students kept asking her for a model theory to practice while they was doing there, and that's when she originally came up with the idea. If it's way to go. That people often use to describe the Newman's model, with the concentric circles and the core structure being the person and the lines of defense being the environment and the nurses and stuff like that.
Her theory involves the person, the environment, health, and nursing. The person is a composite of physiological, psychological, sociocultural, developmental, and spiritual variables all interacting with the internal and external environment. The environment is the internal and external factors that surround the person. The three major environments involved are the internal, external, and created environments. Health is the continuum of wellness to illness. Optimal wellness or stability exists when all the system's needs are being met. And nursing is concerned with the whole person, therefore concerned with all variables that affect the person's response to stressors. The person, in simpler terms, the person/patient is shaped by the interactions of their culture, spiritual beliefs, and psychological factors. Here we have a little stick man with the factors on the outside, these being spiritual beliefs, the culture, and psychological factors. The environment is anything that affects the person in either a good or bad way. Internal environments would be anything inside the human body that would affect their well-being. External environment is anything outside of the body that could affect the patient's well-being. Created environments include any factors that the patient creates through their lifestyle, diet, actions, and their chosen social circles.
All right. Now we got the health. The health is like the other theories, where you got a health illness continuum, and it just depends on where the patient is in that time with the interaction with the nurse, and you can grow more towards the wellness part if all the patient's needs are being met, and that includes the emotional and the physical needs. Nursing. The nursing one from a person with a nursing career to just a family member that's caring for the patient and that's trying to help them progress more towards the health part of that health wellness continuum.
All right, applications to the nursing practice. The Betty Neuman Systems model is a nursing model that helps nurses assess and treat patients as complex systems that interact with their environment. The model helps nurses identify stressors that affect the patient's health and well-being. It's used in nursing to, like we said, identify stressors, develop interventions, create tailored care, and promote prevention. So, my philosophy of nursing. Nursing is a profession that prioritizes patient-centered care, promoting the health and well-being of patients and their families. As a nurse, one needs to apply compassionate and supportive care based on the individual needs of each patient. Doing this will provide comfort for both the patient and their family or loved ones. Furthermore, this will make the patient feel safe as they know the nurse genuinely cares for their health and best outcome. Both the Newman's model and my philosophy of nursing points out the importance of patient-centered care, where every patient is seen as their own self, each with their own physiologic, psychological, sociocultural, and spiritual development. The Newman's model and my philosophy are also both associated with having a focus on more than just the patient themselves, but rather their families, groups, and communities as well. While it can be said that the Newman's model mostly focuses on identifying and managing stressors through a systems-based approach, and my philosophy mostly focuses on highlighting the significance of compassionate and supportive care, both do have the same overall idea to provide patient-centered care in order to promote optimal health of each patient.
As compared to my philosophy, Betty Newman's is more focused on the psychological, sociocultural, and spiritual value of the nursing, because I feel like the nurse shouldn't really get involved as much in like trying to change the patient's spiritual beliefs and stuff like that, but she does. I do agree with Betty Newman and how the nurse should help make the patient feel better, as well as their family and pretty much anyone else involved in the healing process, to just help make the whole community better and just help everyone out. R.I.P. Betty Newman. And these are our references, except for some of the pictures. We just went to Google for those.